Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pan-Armenian Alliance podcast. And today, me, Arthur Melkonian, and Vic Chingozian, we're going to discuss a topic which is about Armenia in crisis. You want to take it over, Vic, or you want me to kind of?
Why don't you just take us from the background a little bit, what we wanted to discuss, how far back we want to go, or what is the stage we want to set for this podcast? What's the purpose of us getting together and creating this Pan-Armenian Alliance? If you would just go a little bit into it.
Pan-Armenian Alliance, it's not a political organization or anything. We are just a movement. We welcome every Armenian from every walk of life. And the reason we picked the Armenia in crisis, so it's really heartbreaking to see Armenia just going through upheaval. And I just want to go brief, give the picture of the history where it started actually, and how we end up here. So the whole thing, it started after World War II kind of ended, when a lot of soldiers returned home from the front line, and it created in Armenia kind of population to explode, which caused shortage. Food shortage and basic necessity that it was short. And when any country in that kind of situation, it triggers some sort of crime. People, they switch to kind of survival mode.
Right.
They have to do whatever it takes to survive. And I think that was the whole concept, that the crime also exploded. And unfortunately, we have this Goakan gang that it kind of started sometime mid 1960s, and that's the main reason that Armenia started going downfall.
Is that sort of the beginning of the, moral decay in the population, as the survival of sort of what's called the survival of the fittest? You're trying to feed your family, and you're doing everything and anything, and your morals go out the door because you have to somehow feed your family. And so that's what you're talking about, Gorakan. I guess that mentality became more commonplace.
Yes, great.
Because of a lack of resources, lack of food, lack of your basic necessities.
The Goakan gang's ideology, the mindset was to bankrupt the country, basically. I would say the murder, violence, racketeering, extortion, robbery, corruption, and more. All this stuff, it played a huge role on the psychology of the entire Armenian population. Basically, society become frozen. It's kind of debilitating process. And unfortunately, because these people, they never like to grow intellectually, so their violence, and it suppressed intellectuals and middle class.
Even though I believe as a government, the approach was to bring people from the outside. Allow the Armenians to come back, have a reverse migration back to Armenia in the 60s, early 60s, early 70s.
Right.
Unfortunately, that mentality, it was so much ingrained in general public that influx of influx of new blood, if I would call it a blood, or influx of new population that is coming from diaspora, unfortunately was not welcomed from the general public. And they were sort of humiliated, they were sort of picked on and stuff like that, and which caused uh, another, I guess, huge migration away from Armenia.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's, I
Yeah,
mean,
so it's causing the again, when you don't have the appreciation for the intellectual quality of people, and you know, with what we talked about, the uh, you know, the trying to be the survival came first.
right.
That mentality.
Yes.
So the intellectual, I want to call it, layer of the people that were most intellectual. We do have some.
Yeah.
It caused them to flee to other parts of, let's say, USSR, to Russia, for example, to go to Moscow. That's or outside of Armenia.
Yeah, or they just went
Or
back
just
where
left-
they came from.
Exactly, they just left
they
the
flee.
country.
They flee the country,
Right,
basically.
and what they do is they also take their children away, right? They
Yeah.
took their children or the future intellectuals, the future scientists, and so forth and so on. But those people exist in the diaspora nowadays.
Yeah.
So and they're prosperous too.
Yeah, the whole concept, for that, I mean, specific, that people, they report to Armenia thinking, so this is our motherland or fatherland, whatever you name it. So they have so much expectation, not money wise or anything. It was their land. They're just
Right.
coming back to they. It's like you're coming back home. So that's the feeling that they had. But I mean, they when they came back, it's another. It's very huge disappointment that they lived, because it's like they're two different mentalities, and you cannot compress both of them in one place, because it's like water and oil, they don't mix.
Yeah.
So there's two totally different mentalities. You can't feed both in one place, and the worst thing that had happened, that mentality got into integrated into even governmental level,
Right.
which become
all
oligarch.
levels. Yeah, in
I
all
mean,
levels.
it's just it's like a cancer. It's spread everywhere.
Schools.
So, yeah, I mean, like,
governmental agencies and
Any
everywhere.
level, even ages, like teenagers. When you go to school, like students, they're just bullying their classmates, and these classmates, they become those kids who had good grades or even excellent grades. They become victims, and again, because of the psychology, these kids, they want to survive. Some of them even probably they got traumas and all that sort of stuff, which is unfortunately we never talk. Every time when you turn Armenian TV, they just, most of them, not everyone, like there are also some broadcasting or like podcast or TV channels that they talk about the issues, but most part it's disregarded. People, they don't they want to sweep that under the rug, and this is us. We have to kind of look at it with straight face, like you're looking into the mirror yourself, and figure out, okay, this is who I am, and this is what I want to become. Where is your your bar? Is it lower? I mean, if you set your bar lower, so basically you're gonna degrade.
Mm-hmm.
If you set your bar higher, then of course you're gonna excel, and you will try to do everything
do better.
to get better. But unfortunately, because of this mentality that we're talking about, it's impossible. And the only thing that we can do is change our mentality. We have not only change ourselves, even these guys who in that sphere, in that criminal area, like that they think they're the best. No, you're not the best. You have parasitic mentality, which drags the country down further to collapse. And if it collapses, you don't have any security. the
That's
other
it.
forces, they're gonna come after you, and they're gonna kind of smash you and put you in a hole.
Exactly, and no more country, no more.
Yeah, no more country, no more anything. Isn't it better that we can, from this point on, just let's make it turning point. Let's figure out, okay, what I can do better. Even I'm criminal, okay, I was doing wrong. Let's figure out a way. So I support now that from this point on, I'm gonna support kids who's doing better. Let's not recruit more of
criminals,
the criminals.
but actually get our people to a better trajectory,
Yeah.
to change their lives to a better future.
Yeah,
Right.
they need to become activists to preach for better life instead of for crime or anything else. Because crime, it's some of them they don't live even further than 20 years old because they get killed.
Yeah.
Or they being put behind the bar. So you kill the future of these kids.
Right, and by doing that, you're also killing the future of the country
Oh, absolutely.
and the nation. in that sense.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
so
it's most part that a lot of Armenians, they flee the country, the exodus. One of the reasons that people they live, it's because of them. We're all Armenians. I think we have to realize that, and we have to kind of do reverse thinking, reverse engineering to figure out how we can do and how we can do our best and our input so we can kind of implement that to make better country for every one of us.
and also I believe we have to figure out how the diaspora effectively can help
Yeah.
our our compatriots in Armenia,
Yeah.
because no matter what happens, you have, once you are we live outside, the diaspora lives outside of Armenia,
Right.
but we live Armenia never leaves us, right?
Yeah.
It's always in our heart, it's always in our soul. I mean, it's in our blood.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
nothing we can do about that. So living outside of Armenia, we never leave Armenia, right? We don't leave Armenia behind. We don't say we're so proud to be Armenian in our lives.
Yeah.
Even me and you live in Los Angeles,
Right.
in California.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather, beautiful. Right now it's fantastic to be outside and stuff. But the whole day we were conversating about Armenia.
Yeah.
Why is this? And we're not alone. There's a lot of people that think about our country. We feel that we have this longing,
Yeah. Kind of obligation.
obligation, and longing to have a better country.
Yes.
So I believe we as an organization, I think we have to attract more people like us that wants the best for the country, to come up with great solutions, to propose to our compatriots in Armenia to see how we can make that country better, how we
Right.
can make every Armenian's lives better, how can we enrich them, how can we it's not necessary to spend a lot of money. It has nothing to do with money.
No.
It's more soul searching. It's more
Right.
that
I would say moral compass.
moral support.
Yeah.
That's sort of, being a Christian nation. It seems like we forgot that we're Christians,
Yeah. Unfortunately.
and we lost our soul.
Yeah. That's what I was
It's-
trying to cover. That we become very narcissistic, and we always brag about it. That hey, we're the first Christians. Oh, you know what? It's good for you, but I mean, you're so far away now. You abandoned Christianity, and yet you're claiming you're the first Christian. It doesn't add up because what matters is who you are today.
Right.
Like
right.
you're not Christian today, but those people who were accepted, they were Christians.
Right.
And so today we even abandoned our Christian values. And on top of that, We look at the cross as a symbol. It's just like a jewelry. We kind of carry it without even.
Just like in the first commandment, it says, don't, don't. Oh my goodness.
The idols.
Yeah, don't the
Worship the
worship
idol.
the idol. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, some of us put cross and worship the cross as an idol, not as what it represents.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Just because you have the cross on your neck, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you become that. You have that value that you need.
Yeah, and
to save your life and your family's life.
Absolutely.
And overall,
And what is the most, I mean, I'm going to say this harsh word is it's the most disgusting thing when you go to church and you see people that go to church with shorts or kind of tank tops or like with flip-flops and all that stuff. I mean, honestly, I'm not Christian, but I mean, the way I see it is like that's God's house. How you dare to go to God's house with flip-flops, it shows the disrespect to the same religion. I mean, why you go there if you're gonna go to flip-flops? I mean, it's already I mean, it's not appropriate just to go this way. It means you're disgracing Jesus Christ and you're disgracing your church. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to kind of bash words. I just want to bring that to your point. I mean, to the point that you can kind of to understand if you're a religious person, and it's great to be religious because that's Christianity. It's one of the best thing that it happened to people. Especially,
faith is,
that's
you gotta have faith.
I mean, I have faith, but I mean, the whole concept is like if you claim you're Christian, then be one.
Right.
Don't pretend one, just be one. And that's one of the other things. Like it's we claim we're a nation, but we act as individuals. We're not even act as a tribe. We just act as an individual. So we have to learn to act as a nation. And and the whole thing is we're not asking you to act. This whole movement, it's about that we come together. We join each other and collectively we build our country because they're gonna be something for you. It's not for us. Everyone, it's like the entire animal kingdom moves by incentive. There gotta be something that you do something else. There gotta be cause and an action. The cause is to build better country, and the movement, and then when you take an action to build that country, because understand one thing, and especially for those Armenians, then they say, "Oh, you guys live in, I don't know, U.S., France, or whatever. You guys talk big." No, we don't talk big. We talk as much proper as possible, because if we don't talk, your kid tomorrow, your child, it's gonna be part of diaspora. We want to prevent that, not forcefully, but what's in it for us, for you, for the other Armenian, for all of us.
Our goal is basically to bring up the sort of the white genocide that it's happening, right?
Yes, exactly.
The white genocide is pretty much when your country empties out and foreigners flock in and grab all the land, all the property. You're moving out to other countries because you're thinking your life is going to be better in other countries, yet you end up selling your property to another person of the neighboring country that at this point we're trying to avoid or not avoid, but we have pretty much dilemmas with, right?
Yeah.
Our neighborhood, Armenia's neighborhood, is not friendly. No matter which direction you go to, they're not friendly. But it doesn't mean that we actually have to flee our lands. And our goal is to make sure that whatever we can do, whatever way we can help, whichever way we can, uh, influence, or in any way that we can create programs, or means
Yeah.
to reverse this condition, where a person cannot make a living in Armenia, and by default has to move to, say, to Moscow, right? To Russia, or to, I don't know, to America, to France, to Germany, yeah, you name a country.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They go there for work. It's not that necessarily they like the country they're going into. They think that, okay, I'm going there because there is work there.
Yeah,
I can work there. I can support my family. But
again,
yet,
it's an incentive.
yeah.
It's an incentive.
So our goal is to bring about any diasporan from everywhere in the world to have a huge impact, create this think tank, and create capabilities, programs. Everyone has different types of influences and has different types of incentive, or what's in it for me type of attitude. Some may be a legacy. Some may be, hey, I have family there. I want that family to live better. Oh, I'm here, but my parents are there. Oh, I'm here, but my kids are there. Or, oh, I'm here, but my wife and kids are there. Or whatever that
so
is.
Many,
so many different types of incentives, reasons why we should get together. And, this is across all political spectrums. We don't need to, we're not searching for oh, you're belonging to this political group, or we're not going to deal with you, or that political group. That has nothing to do with
it's
this.
Not our goal.
With our program, our movement is to bring people from all walks of life, and who have abilities to influence the overall trajectory of Armenia.
Yeah, and
in many different ways.
And also, I would like to add what Vic said. It was it's like that we in diaspora we have wide range of our kind of Armenians, that they have all kind of skills. We have engineers, we have scientists, we have artists, we have politicians. Do you know that any other country, they spend tons of money for their people to go out to get educated and come back to serve their country? Armenia today doesn't have to spend even a penny. We have so much power and value as individuals that we can turn the country into golden nugget, I would say. You cannot even imagine. We have so much power. It's just the whole thing is we have such a defeating mentality that it fits into that narcissism that, oh, the thing that it happened to me, oh, it's because of the Russia. Oh, it's because of the Turks. Oh, it's because of the weather. It's because of I don't know what else. I mean, just think one thing. I mean, you just got to know one thing. Anytime you blame to someone, it means no accountability and no responsibility. You cannot just come back home and tell your child, oh, baby, the neighbor, it didn't let me to buy a bread for you to eat. You have to drill this into your head. You cannot and will not tell your child, because of the neighbor, you are going to go hungry. This is the main thing. And the other thing that Vicky was talking about, that incentive, all this incentive that you go and trying to find abroad in different countries, why can't we just turn this incentive, every incentive towards Armenia? That You do one step at a time, and eventually, I know most people that say, "Oh, I wish I can go back." If you wish to go back, no one asking any penny from you. You can take an action. You can, I don't know, do whatever. You can ask what you can do. And our goal is to ask you to join our movement so we can do all that think tank, basically think strategically and deliberately how we can rebuild our country.
And revive the Armenian heritage properly.
Oh, absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
we have a vast history, and yeah, we do the every time we sit down, it never goes never gets old, I guess. When you sit down and say, "Oh, I'm Armenian," and an American or some foreign, I guess, non-Armenian. I'll
Yeah,
put it that way. A non-Armenian, they're like, "Oh, you're Armenian. Where is Armenia?" Oh, well, it's here. Turkey. Yes. Well, we're right east of Turkey. Iran. Oh, yeah, we're north of Iran. Okay. Yeah, I think I heard of you. But then, when you say, well, we're the first nation that became Christian nation in 301 AD. They're like 301 AD. They suddenly like straighten up and they're like, oh, so Armenia been around for a while?
yeah.
Oh,
It's
were you around when the Roman Empire was around? We're like, yes. Oh, we were around when the Greek Empire was around. We were there when the Persian Empire was there. They're like, we were there even when the Assyrians were there, when Babylonians were there. And suddenly people start thinking, and it's to have a huge history like that and be disregarded as it's a tiny country somewhere in the Caucasus. No big deal. 2 million people live there.
yeah.
It's whatever. It's painful to hear when you have huge history. However, us as a nation, as people, we've never learned from our history. That's the downside of our bolstering of our historical background.
Yeah.
We always bolster, we had this, we had that, but we never learn from our mistakes that we've made during 4,000 or 5,000 year history.
Yeah, it's and
And I think it's about time that we learn from the mistakes, correct them,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
move strategically. It doesn't matter which political party is ruling the country. We have to be strategic enough to be able to influence their movements, and you know, as a country as a whole.
Yeah, and
That's our goal. It's not political, in a sense. Oh, we want this party to be in power or that party to be in the power. We
we're not after parties.
Yeah, we're not. We're a partyless organization at the moment, and hopefully we'll be able to. Our party is Armenia.
Yeah, we just for the candidate. It doesn't matter to what political kind of organization he or she would belong, as long that person could be a real leader who can carry the Armenia and they carry Armenian people and they just gonna follow their kind of leader. And one thing also I would kind of iterate that, I just want to bring it up from Adam Smith, the greatest economist of 18th century. Why I'm trying to bring this up, because some Armenians, they when you kind of compare Armenia with Azerbaijan, they say, oh, you know what, Azerbaijan has oil. But do you know that oil doesn't mean anything because that commodity? And what he said, gold and silver, it's commodity. What the difference, what it makes, that the country, what it can produce and how much it can produce. So I just want to, like, what I'm talking about, a lot of people who knows kind of economy and all that stuff, they will have the better, good kind of grasp on that we are losing people and economically
We're suffering
we're suffering.
because there are not enough people to produce the goods
Yeah.
and services that we need in our country.
Yeah, I mean, even
And,
your
and
neighbor.
we become the importing country. And when you do become an importer of products instead of exporter of products, that country is doomed.
Yeah, it's
You don't have a long longevity to survive because
Yeah.
you're not producing anything.
So never ever think that, oh, Azerbaijan has oil, so that's why they're successful. No, we lock ourselves. We are the ones who are responsible for our success or for our failure. And saying this, probably, I mean, we want to wrap it up.
Yeah, yeah. So this, since this is our first podcast that we started, we wanted to sort of do an overview of what we're looking for, what we're thinking, which direction we're going to. But in our future podcasts, we will start looking on certain current events and tie it into historical or meta sort of historical events and solutions that they came up with, how a country was going downhill, and then what those leaders have done to bring the country to a prosperity.
Yeah.
So in this first podcast, we don't have any specific solutions for you, but our goal is to not just like any other podcast, just talk about the bad stuff. We want to bring in current events, things are happening, how we can turn it around, what is the solution, and what are the ways to overcome those obstacles.
Yeah, there is no bad Armenian. It's just you gotta find the good part in your soul, and just to resonate with the good instead of the bad. Because hate, it creates hate. Love creates love, and we're not saying, oh, I mean, it's interesting concept when the guy in Christianity it says even you gotta love your enemy. Because loving your enemy, it doesn't mean that you gotta kneel in front of him.
No.
It means don't put your hate in your heart. If you put that hate in your heart, you're gonna basically
That
that's
will
your
eat you
free
up.
fall.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
will eat you up, and the enemy doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Because you're not using your conscience, you're using your emotions. And anytime you get emotional, you're gonna make tons of mistakes, and that would be end of you. Yes, we need to punish the evil, but it doesn't mean we have to hate. So please, just make that distinction. Never ever hate. It's poison for yourself. You're eating that poison. You're poisoning your body. Don't
Right.
do that.
Yeah, that's soul poison.
Yeah. Yeah. And with this, I want to say God bless Armenia. God bless the Armenian nation. And we're going to prepare another better. I mean, every time we're going to get better. So we just be tuned.